Howdy, and welcome here to our episode 1 on Calmsden, as we are just gonna play along, do some farming. So this will be a just farming series, where I've started off here with this farm I built out. We have about a $970,000 loan. We are playing on hard difficulty, and I have all the stuff on, well, except for stones. I just don't like stones. But everything's on hard. We are playing pretty much on the hardest difficulty you can do. And we have a massive loan. And we don't have a whole lot. Like, we have these 3 fields. We do have a cow pasture down here. One of the goals I do want to have is I want to eventually, if we ever make enough money, I want to build a cow shed so we can put the cows into a cow barn during the winter months. And in addition to that, way down this path here, as we kind of fly way over here, we do have one additional field that is our grass field. We use that for basically feeding the cows, for making either hay or silage. And that is pretty much the farm. It's going to be a challenge. And so this is a just farming series, but I want to make a little bit of a challenge here because we are maxed out on the loan. As you can see at the top right there, we only have $26,000. So let's get started on here. So first up we want to do is we want to plant some canola, and then we're going to try and earn some money because that $26,000 does not last very long when we have a $970,000 loan. And we are in a small farm. It's not a very large farm. We don't have a lot of fields. Just basically we have that one large field that I subdivided into 3 small fields and then a little small grass field, and that's pretty much it. So this is going to be a challenge, and hopefully it's a doable one. So we will find out. Let's get started here with planting this canola in, and I'll go ahead and put that into a time lapse, and then we will see you on the other side. Alrighty, we have got this field almost done here. Just getting the last bit of the canola in. Got one more partial pass after this, and then we are done. Now, one of the issues, as I mentioned when we first started out here, is we only have $26,000 and we don't have a lot of fields right now, and we have that massive loan. So to kind of help offset our income, we are going to be doing some contracts, especially here starting out. And I think for the first one here, there we go, we're all done with this field. Our first one is we'll probably do, I think there's a belling contract on one of the fields here nearby. So we will grab that to try to earn a little extra cash, just so we can keep the farm afloat. Now, one thing I did forget to mention at the very beginning of this is, as you probably noticed here at the very top right, we are in August year 2. We're not in year 1. So actually I did play through 1 year, and it did not make a lot of money. But we haven't sold the crops yet from year 1, so we do have those currently in the silo right now. They're not going to bring a lot of money though, so we're going to have to rely heavily on the contracts to get out of debt, because we're not going to make a lot of money from selling our crops, because we don't have that much field right now. So that is one thing I did forget to mention there. So first here, let's hop in the contracts and let's just take a look here. So there is a bell wrapping on 41, but that field's kind of a bit of a challenge to get to. So I think we'll skip that one. Now this one is right next to us. Farm. Yeah, let's just do this one here. And it's $24,000. It's going to be a little bit of a work because it is a somewhat larger field, but I think it will be worth it. We can use our baler because it does take round bells, so we should be good to go. But here you can see there, like, yeah, that's going to be a big part of how we're going to make money in this series, at least at first. Now down the road, when we start getting more farmland and pay off our loan and start growing the farm a little bit, it'll be a totally different story. But for now, yeah, we're gonna have to definitely do something. Let's make sure this was round bells. Yes, bell type, round bell. Okay, yes, we are good. I just want to make sure. All right, so we're gonna grab our Go Well baler here. We're gonna head over there and get all of that straw baled up into our baler here, and make some good money, hopefully. Now, as we are driving over here, I wanted to mention, be sure and hit that like button. It really helps out a lot and hugely appreciated. And if you have not already, be sure and subscribe. Let me just check here. Where am I going? Let's make sure this is where I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, so just down this road here. I was thinking it was over here, but I wasn't 100% sure. I have played on Calmsden a lot in FS22, but it was always primarily around the starting farm area, where I always built my own custom farm over there. And I decided to do something different this time. I wanted to build my own custom farm, and this area just looked like a really good area to do that. So this is our field here. We're gonna get all this built up. This will take a little bit here, so like we did with the planting, I'll put it into a time lapse, and we'll probably do a little bit of jump cuts maybe on that and get all of this built up so we can make our payday. All right, we are here on the last row of this field, and there we go. Contract finished, just in time. All right, so let's get this bale here unloaded, and actually, you know what? We're gonna keep it because I think we started with almost a full bale, so we'll take this back to the farm. We can keep it. They won't notice. Let's head back to the farm. And then farmyard, and then I'm going to take a couple silage bales over, which is actually our last 2 silage bales. Give those to the cows, so they are going to be good to go for probably a couple of months, which is good because I think our grass field is going to be ready to be mowed here either this month or next month. We will conquer that in the next episode. So let's head back to the farmyard and get that bale picked up with our telehandler and get it delivered to the cows. All right, we got the baler put away, got everything taken care of there. So let's hop here in the telehandler, and we're going to go grab our bale fork, which I believe is, yep, it's right over there. And then we'll get these bales picked up, and then we'll just drive it straight down to the cow pasture, because there's no point in just putting just 2 bales on a trailer. That's just a lot of extra work here. So let's get these stabbed. I've already taken the covers off of those, so they're ready to go. You know, don't want to give the wrap to the cows. They probably won't eat that. But let's head down there and get these delivered. I did want to mention while we're heading down there that for the cows, I have kind of done a mixture of, there's some dairy cows for producing milk, but also I wanted to do some beef stock because I always like doing beef, like a mixture of both. I like both, you know. With beef stock cows, it's a long-term investment for, you know, eventually you get to sell them. And honestly, I'm hoping by the time they're ready to be sold that maybe we'll have a butcher mod available and I can, you know, invest in that. That'd be cool. So I really like that aspect of with cows. But for now, we'll just have to sell them to the animal dealer when they're ready to be sold. And that reminds me, one of the things we need to get is I'm gonna need to get a trailer as well for hauling the cows. I didn't think about that, so we'll need to make some money for that. Thankfully, we have contracts. All right, so let's get this loaded here in. Now, this is a custom cow pasture that I did pick up, and the one difference between this and the base game one is still get milk from it. Which that one just, I don't understand why you can't get milk from the base game. Cows still produce milk when they're in a pasture. They don't magically stop producing milk. There's a lot of things with the base game with Giants. I'm just like scratching my head going, really? Also, I have not checked to see if they have fixed these with the newest update. If you know, has cow pasture, you know, has the pastures for animals been fixed finally with the newest patch? I haven't checked. I planted a grass field so I wouldn't have to even worry about it. But I am curious, so if you have tested it and it works, leave a comment down below because I'm curious. I don't know. It hasn't worked since the game came out. I'm not sure if they fixed that in this patch. I didn't see anything in the notes, but maybe you have checked it. We're gonna head over here because I think technically one of those straw bales might sort of belong to me, because if you remember when we first started building up the straw, like the baler was full. Like we had pretty much a complete bale of straw before we started this field. So I'm wondering if I can take one of these bales. I don't know. We're gonna try it. Just grab this first one here and see if it lets me. I'm hoping it will. We'll find out here in a minute. It's not really stealing because like 95% of that straw is mine. And yeah, it's not gonna do it. I just have to get different. Nope. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. Well, You know what? I did keep some of the straw in the baler, so I guess it evens out. So let's go ahead and collect that. That's gonna be nice. Nice little bonus. Well, not really bonus, but nice little bit of income there. So we're now up to $50,000, which is good, but we still have a long ways to go to get that loan paid off to where we can start making some money and start growing the farm. But I'll go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, like I mentioned before, hit that like button, and I hope to see you in the next episode as we continue on just farming and having some fun here on this amazing map. Until then, have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again.